Good afternoon, and 1%. It's Satoshi Boomin coming at you with another video. Guys, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you to everybody that's been hitting the likes, the subscribes, leaving about 4-5 comments down below. I really appreciate you. I got my hot tea and honey locked and loaded, ready to go. Let's get this show started. Talking about ADA here, guys. Yep, the market seems to be down a little bit today. So that means ADA is down a little bit today. But again, long term, thinking the long game, guys. When in doubt, zoom out. Things aren't as bad as they seem. And we're going to move on. Shout out to our sponsor, ADA Coins, ticker symbol COINZ. Please consider delegating to them in support of small stake pool operators and the decentralization of the Cardano network, guys. We need to get these delegators up. Do it for me at least, please. Let's get these delegators up. That's the only way we're going to keep these guys motivated to continue to build stake pools and continue the operation of the stake pool operation. Okay, guys, so we really appreciate Coins for sponsoring this video. Let's get them up to 20 delegators, guys. We can do it, all right? I know you got a little bit of ADA somewhere, just sitting on a wallet. Let's go, all right? Thank you. I love y'all. And real quick, shameless plug, go ahead and buy some merch here. Link will be in the comment section below, guys. We got more designs coming out. I really appreciate everybody that has bought already. Thank you so much. So we all know Cardano smart contracts are coming in 90 days. Guys, if you have not taken a look at the Lex Friedman Cardano podcast with Lex Friedman and Charles Hoskinson, it's amazing. I've watched all 5 hours of it because I'm insane. And it was very interesting. It held my attention throughout the whole 5 hours. That doesn't happen much. Doesn't happen often. But yep, things are going well. My questions were answered. We've played some clips here and there from that interview. We're not going to do that here today. But again, a little interesting little tidbit from the interview we're going to go over right now. So while appearing on the Friedman podcast earlier this month, Vitalik Buterin promoted a heuristic-based approach to developing Ethereum. Heuristic equals AKA trial and error, which allows Ethereum to do more faster. This means releasing their protocols and deciding what needs to be implemented and improved once it's already being used. This approach has left Ethereum with an industry-leading developer base and entrenched as number 2 on the Bitcoin charts. Despite Ethereum's success, Hoskinson opted for a more conservative approach. He instituted a rigorous peer review process, which led to, amongst other things, trashing their entire smart contract model and starting from scratch. As he told Mark Cuban during a Twitter debate, it's necessary if you actually want security and scale. No more DAO hacks, less off-chain code, consistent operating costs. And we all know how that worked out for old Mark Cuban. Getting rug pulled, it happens, but hey, keep talking that mess. Hydra, talked a little bit about Hydra, talked a little bit about Ouroboros itself. Hydra's in the future. We don't need to worry about Hydra right now. As impressive as the Cardano tech is, several competitors like Solana and Polkadot boast similar claims to Cardano. Similarly, Bitcoin and Ethereum have their own solutions in the pipeline, such as Lightning Network, ETH 2.0, respectively. And then they go on saying that Cardano time is ticking out, which is BS. After the Goguen release, in August, fingers crossed, Cardano has 2 steps left in its roadmap, Basho and Voltaire. Basho will follow interoperability between chains. We already seen that with the Novos network integration, along with adding side chains that will allow for transactions between other chains. Voltaire obviously is Catalyst. So great article here. Cryptos are us. I'm thinking about getting a Boomin website up. I'm going to want to hire some writers. If you're interested in writing for me, comment down below. But we're going to get Boomin website up. It's going to be banging. A lot of cool stuff coming up soon. Input output partner, World Mobile Token, launching their token on Cardano. They're trying to raise. They've raised about 5 million in the private token sale. I really want to play this video, but like their music got me copyright striked one time. Come on, World Mobile. I'm trying to help y'all out. If y'all are watching this video, come on, don't copyright the music, man. Like, anyway, I'm gonna play it anyway. Let's see what they have to say. This is a very good video. Let's see.
This is a reboot of the system. This is not a revolution. Connecting the unconnected is the first step. The second step is backing the unbanked. This is much bigger than the existing $3 trillion industry.
What you have to understand is the business is not interconnectivity, nor is it the access. The business is what you do once everybody's got this access.
So in order to back the unbanked, unfortunately there's 3 billion people. First you need to connect the unconnected, and then you need to give them digital ID. Once you give them the digital ID, then you can begin to offer them financial services.
This is where the innovation will come in.
Then you see explosive growth in the African continent and beyond.
Once you sow the seed, it will grow exponentially itself.
We did this because we can. We did this because we have to. We did this because half the world will be left offline.
We know what works. We know how to do it.
The winner will be the people on the ground. And that's why the sharing economy is the incentive that we need to connect the unconnected.
It's your choice to do what you want to do with it.
This is the biggest business opportunity, but it's also solving one of the biggest problems in history.
So as we can see there, that's a short video from World Mobile. Again, they have raised about 5 million. They're looking to raise about 40 million. I'm gonna wait until the token releases on Cardano and I can get it easily on exchanges. Unfortunately, to participate in the pre-sale, which I think is still going on, you have to KYC and you cannot buy in America, unfortunately. But I do still want to support this token once it gets released on exchanges, and once we can get it on ADAX swap or some other swapping protocol on Cardano later. So I'm not gonna FOMO in. We're just keeping our eyes on World Mobile Token amongst other tokens, and yeah, moving on. Real quick, did you know, guys, in 2018, thank you to Darapre on Reddit here. Not many remember, but there was an ADA race car in 2018. So we can see here, yeah, that's pretty cool. I did not know that. So that's actually a pretty cool car. If you guys are into cars, yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. Don't forget, guys, it's time to vote. So you can vote from Daedalus, you can vote from Yoroi, you can vote from Ada Light as well. After weeks of ideating, collaborating, and refining, it's time to decide which projects will benefit from a $1 million ADA fund. Open your Project Catalyst voting app and place your vote. Voting is open until June 25th, 2021. So 5 days, guys, to vote on your favorite projects. Again, you can vote from Daedalus. Open your Daedalus wallet up. There's some instructions on how to vote there. You can also vote from Yoroi. There are instructions on how to vote there as well. And Ada Light. Don't forget, guys, as well, Cardano 360 June edition is coming on Thursday the 24th, so 4 days. It's going to be big. I love all the Cardano 360 events. They're going to be talking about Alonzo, peer-to-peer, latest research, NFTs, Cardano Summit. Cardano Summit is big too, guys, and much more. So, again, we'll be covering that. It's going to be a nice little bit of content for me. We really appreciate it. And then lastly, it's a slow news day. Shout out to Andrew Westberg. Please consider subscribing to him on YouTube. This is Nerd Out Alonzo Blue 2. They're going to go over a little bit of the Alonzo Blue process. We are on track. Things are going well. They created a smart contract. We're going to take a look at a little bit of this, about 5 minutes of this, and then we're going to wrap things up, guys. So I appreciate you. Shout out to Andrew for putting this out. Please subscribe to his channel. And let's take a look. They're going to go over how they wrote a smart contract in the command line. I know it's not super exciting, but work is actually being done. And as investors, we need to know what's going on. So let's take a listen.
Welcome to Alonzo Blue Update.
Before I do that, let me make sure my settings are right so that it's not playing a blank video. 1 second.
Welcome back to Nerd Out, the show where we take a look at Cardano and we break it down, but we don't dumb it down. Today we're talking about Alonzo Blue and everything that happened this week. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So this is update number 2. So this week, all the pool operators upgraded to a new version of the Alonzo Blue 2 tag. We all had to do it together because if anybody minted a block with the old node, while smart contracts were in play, it would have broken the whole network. Anyway, that all went well. We all coordinated well to ensure everybody was updated before anybody interacted with smart contracts. And we all got to interact with a very simple, not very secure, pre-built contract. And what I found is smart contracts on the command line are difficult to interact with. The good news is that we won't be doing this by the time we hit mainnet. This is just for testing purposes and just kind of for the pioneers doing this initial Alonzo Blue testnet stuff. So how do you interact with contracts on the command line? This contract they gave us, it was called Untyped Always Succeeds Transaction in Plutus. And this contract is very simple. It takes an input script value along with funds, and then it will lock those funds beneath that random number. And the only way to get the funds out of the contract is if you happen to know that random number. And so as you can see, this isn't terribly secure, it's just for fun. If somebody guessed the correct number, they could then steal your funds. But this is what I did. I generated a random number. Mine came out to be this 2.3 whatever billion number. And then the next thing you have to do is you have to build the contract address so you know where to send the funds to. And that's where you give it the script file, the testnet magic, and it'll give you out an address, and that's where the funds need to go. And so then you also need to know a script data value. And so what this does is it takes this number and it runs like a hash on it. We'll get to that later. And so that's the value that is locked. It's locked under this value in the smart contract. And then I've gone ahead and built a transaction around that. And I've passed in my data hash that will lock it. And then I'm sending in 100 ADA into this contract. And then I'm returning the change to myself, paying the fee. Well, in fact, this is the first transaction. This is where I'm just building it with a dummy transaction, dummy fees, dummy invalid. Notice the new Alonzo error tag here. And then I'm using this dummy transaction to calculate what the actual fee will be, which is similar to what we see on Mary today. Then I went ahead and queried the tip, figured out where our tip is so that I'd have a correct invalid hereafter. I'm now using the correct fee to build the real transaction. I sign it with my real funds key, and then I just kind of dumped it here so you can see what it looks like signed. You notice it says transaction Alonzo era. That's something new. And then we submit the transaction just like normal on the command line. And then if you query the UTXO of this contract address, you now see we have this new script data in Alonzo era. And so that's the hash of all the script data we passed in. And if you look down here, you see there's a bunch of people that are interacting with this contract. here's mine with the 100 data, and you'll see my transaction hash here as well, the EB50. And so now, what happens if we want to get the money back out? So we have to know what our UTXO was, which is our BFA. Go back a screen, you see that here's our transaction hash, the BFA 0888. And so that's the one I am trying to get out of the contract. And so that becomes my UTXO in. So the in
I'm going to skip ahead just a little bit here.
is no 100 data on here. It's gone. It's been spent. And it's again back in my wallet. And so where are we at right now? Confidence right now is still in the green scale, not beyond confident, but still very confident that everything's looking good. I know Charles tweeted just the other day, we're looking to head maybe to white soon and head out of blue, which is great. But yeah, things are looking up right now.
And so he showed you guys how to work through a smart contract on the command line. Obviously, with things like Marlowe and other UX designs, we won't have to create a smart contract on the command line. So they're working through it, guys. Let's be patient. Things are moving in the right direction. Thank you to Coins for sponsoring this video. Please consider purchasing some of this cool merch. I love you guys so much. Thank you to my wonderful Patreon subscribers: AJ, Brickleck House, Mac Harris, Sergio, Leslie Nielsen, The Fernline, Jeffrey, Ethan, AmericanHomeRemedies.com, Maryland for Crypto, Boost Wayne, Fruits Den, Brady Adams, Joe Jimenez, Kyle Bachi, CryptoSVT.si, Eric Parra, Eddie the Voice for the People, HBDSouthBay.com, Ryan Ingram, Daniel A, Crypto Chemtrails, Clement CH, Angela Schroyer, Craig Wadding, C Vale, Maker Dow Crumbs, Bearder, Leon Jackson, Jacob Connor, and Yaya. You guys have a wonderful day. Don't let your memes be dreams. I will talk to you tomorrow with the VeChain and Cardano updates. Have a wonderful day, guys. Love y'all. Bye.